These children were stuck on a railway track. A fast approaching train headed right toward them. No one to help, no way out. But what if I told you these kids have a 200 IQ? They didn't just survive that. They outsmarted every danger thrown at them. But how long can their luck and brains keep them alive? The movie starts and we meet three extraordinary siblings, Violet, Klaus, and Sonny Baudelaire. Violet, the eldest, is a brilliant young inventor, always tying her hair back when it's time to build something from whatever she can find. Klaus, the middle child, is a bookworm with an incredible memory. He's read every book in their library and remembers every word, even the page numbers. Then there's Sonny, the baby of the family, who might be small but has a very unusual talent. She bites, and not just food. She can chew through anything, wood, metal, even stone. But their happy world turns dark in an instant. One day, a banker named Mr. Poe arrives with heartbreaking news. The Baudelaire mansion has been destroyed in a fire, and their parents didn't survive. With heavy hearts, the children return to see the ruins of their home. Everything turned to ashes. Klaus spots a strange pair of binoculars left behind, hinting that maybe this wasn't just an accident. Mr. Poe, their family's banker, he takes them to live with a distant relative, Count Olaf. At first, the siblings are hopeful as they see a beautiful house from a distance. But as they get closer, their hopes shatter. The real house is a rotting, broken mess in the middle of a dark forest. And Count Olaf, he's no loving uncle. He's cruel, selfish, and only wants one thing: the Baudelaire family fortune. Olaf wastes no time. He hands the children a long list of chores, orders them around like servants, and treats them with no kindness at all. When Olaf demands dinner by 8, the kids try their best, even with nothing in the kitchen but mice and dead insects. They somehow manage to cook pasta, but Olaf screams at them anyway and hits Klaus, threatening worse. Despite everything, the Baudelaire siblings stick together. Violet invents a small shelter where they can hide and remember their parents. One night, Olaf gathers his theater troupe and reveals his twisted plan. He stages a fake play in which he plans to marry Violet on stage. But if she signs the marriage papers, the wedding will be legally binding. It's his sneaky way of stealing the Baudelaire fortune. Things escalate quickly. Olaf locks the children in a car and leaves it parked on a railway track with a train speeding toward them. Violet thinks fast. Using ropes and a few tools, she invents a device that diverts the train to another track, saving them just in time. After escaping Count Olaf's first evil plan, the Baudelaire siblings are sent to their second guardian, a kind-hearted herpetologist who studies snakes. For a brief moment, the children feel safe. They laugh again, eat well, and live in a house filled with fascinating reptiles. But their peace doesn't last. Soon, a mysterious man shows up claiming to be the herpetologist's assistant. The children are horrified. It's Count Olaf in disguise. They try to warn their new guardian, but he doesn't understand their clues. Thinking quickly, the children tie a message to a friendly black python and send it to the doctor. The plan works. He realizes the truth. His assistant is a fraud, but it's too late. The next morning, he's gone. The police arrive, and Count Olaf pretends to mourn. He claims the black python killed the doctor. The kids protest. The snake is gentle and couldn't harm anyone. No one believes them. Until Sonny crawls right up to the massive python, and instead of attacking, it plays with her. Everyone is stunned. The police and Mr. Poe finally recognize Olaf's disguise, but he escapes again, leaving another guardian dead. Now orphaned once more, the children are taken to their third guardian, a nervous woman who lives in a house perched above a lake. She's terrified of everything. She warns them not to go near the fridge, not to touch the chandelier, not to handle doorknobs. Even the smallest things make her panic. Violet gently asks if she knows how their parents died or how their house caught fire. The woman avoids the question and shows them an old photo album instead. Later, she takes them to a room with a giant glass window overlooking the lake. She tearfully shares how her husband died, devoured by leeches that live in those waters. The next day, while shopping at the market, a sailor approaches her. He charms her with sweet words, pretending to be a kind captain. But the children know who he is. It's Count Olaf again. They beg their guardian not to trust him, but she doesn't listen and invites him home. By the time they return, she's gone. The glass window is shattered. A note is left behind. But as Klaus reads it, something doesn't add up. It's filled with grammar mistakes. He remembers she never makes mistakes like this. The siblings realize it's a hidden message. She's alive and hiding in a cave nearby. Just then, a terrible storm hits. The gas in the kitchen leaks. The chandelier nearly falls. The door handles fly off. Everything she warned them about becomes true. They survive by lying flat on the floor. When the storm ends, they find the house split in two. Using a wooden plank, they swing across the gap and escape by boat, heading to the cave. There, they find their guardian alive. She reveals Count Olaf forced her to write the note. At first, she refuses to leave, but the children convince her to come with them. But as they sail back, leeches attack the boat. Another boat appears. It's Olaf again. He grabs their guardian, promises to let the kids live, and throws her into the water. She's gone. When the police and Mr. Poe arrive, the kids try to explain everything. Olaf is behind it all, but as always, no one listens. Olaf invites everyone to his new play. Suspicious, Klaus digs through a book and finds the truth. Olaf is using the play to marry Violet. If he succeeds, he'll gain legal access to their fortune. Violet refuses. To force Violet's hand, Olaf ties Sonny up in a cage at the top of the building. If Violet doesn't go through with the marriage, he'll drop Sonny. Klaus hurries to save his sister, climbing the tower. Meanwhile, the play begins. Olaf places a marriage certificate in front of Violet. Klaus reaches Sonny just in time. He's holding a paper their previous guardian once had. It has an eye symbol on it, just like Olaf's tattoo and his window design. Realizing that sunlight shining through the eye-shaped window can ignite anything, Klaus waits. As the sun hits the spot, he burns the marriage certificate just before it's signed. Olaf screams in rage, accidentally revealing everything, how he killed the guardians, manipulated the law, and chased the Baudelaire fortune. The audience is stunned. Olaf is finally arrested. Before being sentenced, the judge declares Olaf must suffer everything he made the children suffer. He's tied to a railway track, trapped with snakes, and left in a leech-filled boat. But justice brings little comfort. The children still have no guardian. Mr. Poe takes them back to what's left of their home. There, among the ashes, Klaus finds something, an unopened letter from their parents. A letter they were meant to receive long ago. With trembling hands, they read it. Their parents loved them deeply and had once hoped to explain everything. But now it's too late. And that's where the Baudelaire story ends, for now. I know the ending of this movie might not have satisfied everyone, but if you paid attention, there were subtle hints that a second part might be on the way. And don't worry if that happens. We'll be right here to explain it for you. Also, for those who want to watch the full movie absolutely free, you're welcome to join our Telegram channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later.